Welcome to the Battleship New Jersey, the world's greatest battleship. The New Jersey is a member of the Iowa class, the last battleship class constructed for the U.S. Navy, and at 887 feet 7 inches is the longest battleship ever built. New Jersey has also traveled more miles and fired more shells than any other battleship, and with 19 battle and campaign stars, is the most decorated of all 57 U.S. battleships. New Jersey served with distinction in 4 commissioning periods and several wars: World War II in the 1940s, the Korean War in the 1950s, the Vietnam War in the late 1960s, and the Cold War and Lebanese Civil War in the 1980s. She would undergo many upgrades and refits as weaponry, living accommodations, and technology would change over her decades of service. First commissioned in 1943, New Jersey belongs to an era when wood decks were still used on warships. She has a teak wood deck, a dense, oily wood that provides several benefits. It is very slip-resistant when wet, does not easily burn, and is also resistant to rot. The deck is also a good insulator. The New Jersey was not built with air conditioning, and the wood layer prevents the sun from striking the 1.5-inch thick steel deck below it, keeping crew berthing spaces cooler. The forecastle is the forwardmost part of the main deck, and is where the ground tackle, the collective anchor chain, and windlass equipment is located. Each of the ship's 2 anchors weighs 30,000 pounds. They are attached to 1,122-foot-long anchor chains, each individual chain link of which weighs roughly 123 pounds. The Wildcat anchor windlasses rotate to raise or lower the anchors, controlled by the nearby wheels. The inner wheel pair serves as the brakes, locking the Wildcats in place. The outer capstans are for mooring lines, which can be wrapped around them. When activated, these capstans would wind the lines up, dragging the ship towards a pier. The disc cone cage antenna is also located here. Used for ship-to-ship communication, this array was installed for the ship's 3rd commissioning in 1968 during the Vietnam War. Moving along, a ladder leads below to 2nd deck. The anchor windlass room is located here. This compartment contains the motors that drive the windlasses on the deck above. At the forward end of the compartment are 2 thick white pipes. These are the tubes that the anchor chains move through and lead to the chain lockers where the anchor chain piles up. Much of the 2nd deck is devoted to enlisted crew berthing. This area is called forward enlisted berthing and was home to 76 crewmen. Every sailor has his own bunk or rack. The racks you see were installed for the ship's 4th commissioning in the 1980s and were nicknamed coffin racks by the sailors, on account of their general size and enclosed nature.